Good afternoon. I'm having a quick break from doing chores. I didn't get them all done the other day. Not because I ran out of energy or anything, but hubby came home early from his appointments, like 2 hours early. So I elected to leave it where I was when he came home, and we sat down as a family and had dinner on the couch and watched a movie, and it was really, really nice. And then I've had my 3 days of PMDD stuff, and I'm in the break between the two lots for the next part of my cycle. So while I've got the energy, I'm doing some cleaning today. Done the ensuite, the toilets, the whole dusting. I'm dusting and rearranging the books on my shelves. I do that periodically. I go through stuff that I don't read anymore, I haven't read in a long time or grown out of, and then re-alphabetize the books. Hubby actually made this bookshelf. I love it. Travelled back with us from America. So that was really cool. So today's supposed to be a 75 soft update. Week 1 is done and dusted. I'm glad I don't have the perfectionism criteria that a lot of them have, the 75 hard and the 75 softs, because I definitely would not be able to ever complete it. The printouts that I use, I just looked them up online and found this one. Her website is here, latoyarochelle.com. I like the colours and the way it was laid out, and the fact that you didn't have to print out all the sheets if you didn't want to, and it also made it easier for me to change what I needed to do. This was my first, sorry about the reflection, first go through, and it was a DNF because of stress. So I just pull that together in the back of the folder. And this is whether I've stuck to my menu plan or not. As you can see, the 3 days of overeating. As I explained, with the meal plan, it's structured but also loose. I don't have to have my 2 shakes. It's just to give me an idea of what to eat. Especially, it takes away the thinking. Reminds me what I have to have. So last time it was way too specific. The 2.5 litres a day was easier in summer, but not in winter. Even with the herbal tea, I fill up my teapot with herbal tea, and I wasn't getting there. It was too hard. So I dropped it down to 2 litres of water a day. Brushing the teeth twice a day was too hard, because for me it's about executive function. And by the end of the night, I'm often too tired to get back up out of bed and brush my teeth. Just standing there is physically difficult, especially on high fatigue days. So this time I put brush 1 to 2 times a day instead of twice. That's been a lot easier. And I've got 6,000 steps per day, or strength or for flexibility training as my energy allows, because last time I had 6,000 steps every day, and I was pushing myself too hard. When I wasn't doing all the mental work and I wasn't so stressed, and I had time and energy to do 6,000 steps a day quite easily, actually. Except for the fatigue days, which I don't count. I don't expect anything over 500 steps those days is a bonus. So this time I thought, oh, I can do my squats or just some yoga or something, or stretching on the days where I don't have the energy to walk the steps. There's the goals. Okay, here's how my first week has gone. As you can see, I just liquid paper the bits that I want to change myself. Now, as you can see, I would, if I had to get the perfection part, I would never ever be able to do it. It just, my body doesn't let me do that. But learning that has been a bonus for me, because now I can complete these kinds of challenges on my own terms, how my health dictates I need to do it, without feeling like a failure. I get frustrated, yes, because I'd love to be doing this all the time, properly. But it's been good practice for me to learn that my perfectionist tendencies aren't always a good thing, especially when I become a frustrated perfectionist and say, well, I can't do it perfectly, so I'll just won't do it at all, you know. Those books are annoying me. I have to definitely tidy them today. Dusting makes such a mess. Anyway, speaking of perfectionist tendencies, they're all higgledy-piggledy, so it's annoying the crap out of me. Oops, that's a message. I better check that. Hang on, forgot to turn it off. Okay, that's nothing I need to do with right now. So yeah, the last 3 days I have been my usual fatigue days, so I just didn't bother blogging those because we went through them last month with you guys, and I'm like, no, you don't need to see that again. I need to just rest. Had my crying jags, I've had my overeating. Had an argument with hubby over something ridiculous last night. We sorted it out, it's fine. We were both aware that it was hormonally triggered, but we were at each other tired and hadn't slept well the night before either of us, so that didn't help anything. But it's definitely better than it used to be, because we know what's making me extra irritable, extra sensitive and rejection sensitive now, so it doesn't become a screaming match anymore. We get snippy or snappy, and then we go, oh, wait a minute, this is this, so we can sort of more discuss it, or it becomes more, we just, like boxes, we go to our separate corners and just wait for that to pass. And knowing he has ADHD helps as well, because he's definitely conflict avoidant. So the more I'd go, nyeh, 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 the more he'd run away, and the more it became this vicious cycle. So, yeah. It's not fun that it happens, but I know of people who have PMDD who have much worse of a health scope than I have every month. I mean, some people are suicidal, they literally can't get out of bed. Screaming matches, throwing things, breaking things, just, yeah, it's hellacious. Even on medication, some people it's just hellacious. So even though I have it, I'm grateful that mine isn't as bad as what some people have. So yes, on to back to 75 soft. Sorry, I diverted there. Don't you? No? What? Come on, brain. This is the lingering fatigue, brain fatigue stuff in the last few days. I digressed from doing that. So yeah, it's the 11 weeks all up. It says the 75 Soft Challenge is a modified version of the popular 75 Hard Challenge, created by Andy Frisella. It focuses on improving physical and mental health through daily habits over a period of 75 days with a more flexible approach compared to its counterpart. The rules of the 70 Actual 75 Soft are: stick to a healthy eating plan, follow a diet plan of your choice for the entire 75 days, opt for healthy eating habits that fit into social occasions without feeling deprived, eat well with moderation in mind, and reserve alcohol. So you can have a little bit of alcohol if you need to. Reserve alcohol consumption for social gatherings. So let's do the alcohol one. I do my brush teeth twice a day. Because I don't really drink alcohol anymore. Messes with my medications. So, and it also exacerbates my MS symptoms and makes my numbness worse. So I don't like it. Don't like how I feel. It says 1 workout a day. Train for 45 minutes every day with 1 day a week for active recovery. I can't do that. I do 6,000 steps because even if I say I do a half-hour walk, there are days I literally can't walk half an hour. I might be able to do 3 10-minute walks or break up the 6,000 steps across the day, 100 steps here, 200 steps there. So again, it's too strict for me. It would be self-defeating, so there's no point doing it. It's not motivating at all. She said they say drink 3 litres of water a day. I can't do that. I end up, my electrolytes get all out of whack, and I'm diabetic, so it just flushes all my medicine out. So yeah, 3 litres of water is not. I'm not exercising, that enough to need that. And it says read 10 pages of any book daily. I did that the first time because I love to read. But again, the 10 pages became too hard. There was times I was too tired to read. So now I've just got read. And they include in that, I include any blog posts I read, any articles I read in the newspaper, online newspapers, any self-help books or anything I read counts. So it says the final thing is, if you miss any of the above tasks on any given day, you must start over from day 1. And for me, that's not good for my mental health. It's not good for anything for me, really. I used to do all that stuff, but for some people, it works great. For me, I've changed it to, if you miss any of the above tasks on any given day, that's okay. It's about progress, not perfectionism. So I've taken this and modified it the first time. Doing this the second time, I've modified it again to see if I can complete it this time. So as you can see, there will be pink squares. There will be things that I cannot do, and those things are beyond my control. It would be different if it wasn't something that was out of my control. I might be more inclined to try for the 75 days. But again, I wouldn't start from the start again if I messed up. It wouldn't matter. But I know I literally cannot. It's impossible for me to do that. So I don't even try anymore. So yeah, even with the mess ups in between, I maintained my weight again this week. So for me, again, that is big. That's huge. Two maintains in a row. Three maintains in a row now. That's huge. That's steady. That's a win for me. So yeah, that's the end of week 1. There'll be more pink, I'm sure, in the next week or so, as I work through what I need to work through. So yeah, I guess I'll see you at the end of week 2. Okay, thanks. Bye.